And to the big finish tonight, the absolute disgrace of paying police and firefighters minimum wage. It's happening in Scranton, Pennsylvania, because the mayor and the city council can't agree on how to close a $16 million budget gap. Here's the mayor, Chris Dougherty, today.
As the mayor, I not only have to provide for salaries, but I have to provide for health care, for the gas and diesel for our trucks, and for our landfills. I have to do and take care of the whole city. Our employees are great employees. They do an outstanding job, and I have to make sure that we take care of the whole city, and we'll get through this.
State judge has already issued an injunction against the mayor to stop him from paying firefighters and police less than their regular salary, but the mayor did it anyway. Now the unions are trying to appeal to a federal court. I'm joined tonight by John Judge, a firefighter in Scranton and president of the Scranton Firefighters International Association of Firefighters Local 60. Mr. Judge, appreciate your time. First, tell us, what does this mean in real dollars to you and your family, and what's the reaction of you and your colleagues going through this?
First and foremost, it's about $1,000 every 2 weeks that our members are losing. It works out to about a 80% pay cut, and it's concerning for the membership. Obviously, they're trying to figure out how they're going to make bill payments. A lot of our members are family members, they have families, they have children. And, figuring out how they're going to provide for their children becomes a real issue. And that's on their mind right now. The more immediate thing is he hasn't told us, Mayor Dougherty hasn't told us how long this is going to last. So, the fear is, can this go on for 2 weeks? Can it go on for a month? Can it go on for 2 months? So we don't know how to actually even plan for it. I mean, you're a father as well. I think you have, 6 children? Can you imagine going from, you're the head of the household, making a salary, and then it gets cut to minimum wage, and your son or daughter who works at an ice cream stand down the street is making more than you. So our members are real concerned about what this means, and we're taking all appropriate steps to make sure that we right this wrong.
Mr. Judge, what recourse is there to take other than the legal avenue, which could take a long time?
Well, that's what we started with. We started with the legal avenue, and today we filed a contempt of court hearing, and we're hoping to be in front of the judge that issued the injunction last week. We're hoping to be in front of him sometime early next week, and we also filed 2 federal lawsuits today as a violation of, our contract.
Do you think the city wants to raise taxes to make this right for the employees? I mean, let's cut to the chase. Do you think the city is willing to raise taxes to make it right for the employees?
I think it's a very complicated issue. It's been we're caught in the middle of basically a conflict between city council and the mayor, and he wants to raise it 79%, and for the first time in his 3-term tenure as mayor, he's finally got a council that's, checking his policies and is borrowing it and making sure that he's not just running rampant. So they have solutions that he doesn't want to put in, alternative revenue items. He's proposed a 78% tax increase, which would be crippling on the city, and the council has proposed alternative ideas, and he doesn't want to take them into account.
But what we're seeing here is the crumbling of America's infrastructure. We don't have the money now to pay for the essentials. And the question is, how many firefighters are going to become disenchanted, get out of the business, get out of this line of work, and leave communities vulnerable? And then all of a sudden we have a new template on how we're going to have public employees service our communities in America. That's where I think this is the tip of the iceberg. John Judge will do the story again. I appreciate your time tonight. Thank you. That's The Ed Show. I'm Ed Schultz.